Due to extremely high rent costs, people are now choosing to live in hotels as alternatives. Let's get some understanding.
Simple, with a bed, bathroom, microwave, and fridge. There's no kitchen, but it costs hundreds of dollars less to rent each month than the average one bedroom in Toronto.
There is no credit checks. There is no nothing. You come in, you pay today, you pay a $500 deposit.
The price, $2,000 a month, compared to the average monthly rate for a one bedroom in Toronto, which was $2,600 in November.
That's insane that actually living in a hotel is cheaper than than an apartment. And I think the big issue is, like I said, I know here, when, um, when it comes to apartments, you have to have three times the rent. So if the rent is 2,500, you have to make at least bare minimum, what, 75? Would that be 7,500 on paper just to qualify? Yep, 7,500 just to qualify for that apartment, bare minimum. And a lot of people, I mean, don't have it.
You've got gym membership included. You've got indoor, outdoor pool included. You've got Wi-Fi included. Your cable's included. Your parking is included. You can have room service. You get housekeeping once per week.
The Toronto Don Valley Hotel and Suites general manager Kevin Porter says roughly 60 of his 350 rooms have been set aside for this deal. He says he started it during the pandemic, and some residents have been living here for years.
Right now, I've got about 18 of those occupied.
Meaning there are still rooms available at a time when finding housing can be a challenge.
And I also think utilities are included as well, water, electric. So when you really think about it, it's, I mean, 2,000 for that apartment versus the 2,600 to rent the 2,000 to actually live in the hotel versus the 2,600 to live in an apartment. Once you factor in utilities, parking, depending upon what type of apartment complex you live in, they have amenities fees. You could be closer to over $3,000. So I mean, it's a significant savings.
Currently living in hotels. I can't seem to find an apartment. What should I do?
You can't seem to find an apartment. Why?
My credit score is abysmal.
Are you working?
Yes.
What do you make?
Full time.
What do you make?
87 a year.
$87,000 a year.
Yes.
Good for you. What do you do?
I'm an occupational therapist.
How'd you end up homeless?
Well, I moved from state to state for love and a relationship, and that did not work out. My only real option at the time was to find a hotel for temporary housing.
Do you have any money now?
No, because I'm basically spending $2,200 a month just to keep a roof over my head.
Yeah, but you
have
make $87,000.
So I have a car lease about $340 a month, and I have my student loan debt. It's about $1,000 a month.
Have you been paying it?
No.
Math is still not adding up. I mean, even with her paying a 2,200 to live in a hotel, the 1,000 for the student loans, that puts us at 32 plus another 32. Yeah, that's about what even with the car payment of the four, it's what, 36. I mean, she should at least be bringing about 5,000 net a month. Math is not math in here.
Marie, I'm struggling, okay? You've not paid that. You paid a $300 payment. You make $87,000 and you paid a hotel bill. That's all you've done. Where is all your money going, kiddo?
Eating out. I only have a microwave here, so I can't really cook.
I can't tell what's going on in the numbers, but numbers generally talk to me because I've done this a long time. So I think what I'm hearing is a highly educated, very intelligent lady whose heart got broken. Oh, let me take that further. Got crushed, and you've been in a spiral emotionally since, and everything's out of control.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because the numbers aren't telling me anything else. Because you're too smart to be in this situation if you were functioning at a normal level. And right.
Absolutely facts. Like I said, it's not making sense at all. Like I said, even if she had to just live in the car for a month just to, save up, a down payment for some type of place to live, with her level of income, like I said, she should be able to find somewhere to live outside of the hotel.
Right now, you're functioning with a broken heart. So you're not a bad person. You're not a weak person. You're just been stomped on, and you're hurting. and it causes your math to get screwed up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Because here's what I hear. You've got plenty of money to go rent an apartment. Lots of places will rent somebody with bad credit an apartment. You just put up a good deposit. Here's what I want you to do. We've got Ramsey preferred coaches that we have trained to coach people on finances. I'm going to pay for you to have one for free as my gift.
Thank you.
Because you're hurting and you need somebody to put their arms around you, and we're the people that are going to do it, okay? And then then I'm also going to have that person recommend to you to get plugged into a good local church. We're going to get you back to sustainability, okay? But you need some human beings in your life because you're wandering out there in the middle of a huge crowd called Philadelphia completely alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's got to get control of her emotions. Like I said, she's making some decent money. It's no reason that she should be spending $2,200 a month on hotel fees, making close to 90 grand a year. Like I said, she's just probably in her feelings. She's hurt right now, and she's emotional. She's not really thinking too logically.
Rent in Atlanta for a 2-bedroom apartment is about $2,400 a month. That's just crazy to me. People are thinking outside of the box in terms of places where their family can live. And so a lot of people have turned to extended stay hotels and motels with the average cost monthly being around $1,200. These places have become the new home for so many people that in March of this year, a Georgia court ruled in favor of these long-term residents of these extended stay places, in that the proprietors cannot evict them with like they're just staying at a hotel. They have to go.
It's absolutely insane that rent has gotten so high that living at a hotel is actually cheaper than, going to get an apartment. Like, that's really insane when you really sit and just think about it. Like, a hotel is really cheaper than being able to rent an actual apartment. But I also think a lot of people's issue is too, a lot of people want to live in certain, I know no one wants to live in the hood or a bad area, but a lot of people want to live in these luxury apartments. Because I know Atlanta is booming, but $2,400 for a 2-bedroom. Like I said, maybe I'm a little bit off base, but is that really the going? Is that really the going rate, or is that for something more luxurious with the full amenities, the pool, the hot tub, the full service gym, doorman, that type of thing? Let me know in the comments below.
Go through formal eviction processes, which can be very lengthy. Their kids are getting picked up with school buses from there. They're getting mail there. It's their home. Cropper free ball.
People do like it that way. They prefer to live that way. I see people over here who told me that they've been here a few years also. Me personally, it's not permanent. I do plan on finding something more permanent again, but it's not bad at all. So I don't blame you. I say it's better than being out on the streets,
Well, yeah, anything is better than being out in the streets.
You still have a roof over your head, somewhere to sleep at night, so it's not bad at all. Yeah.
Let me know in the comments below, have you ever had to stay in a hotel for a period of time due to not be able to afford an apartment?
So most of you don't know, but I live in a hotel, and I've been doing this for about a year. It helps to save up money, but this is my little hotel room. As soon as you walk in, on the right side, I got the little hotel refrigerator and microwave. They gave us the double bed. And of course, that's the little sitting area, but we don't use it except for clothes and stuff. I went ahead and got an ice cooler because I drink a lot of tea. And when I fill up the refrigerator, it doesn't want to fit, so we got the cooler. And usually we put the milk in there too, so I took off the hotel bedding, except for the sheets, and put on my own little comforter. And of course, I've got our medicines. And
man, like this is really insane. Like, she's really like turned this hotel room into like her like studio apartment. Got it all set up. Got the drinks. Got the TV. The dresser. Got an ice chest in there. Man.
A little dresser right there. And of course, we all like to have some good smells in our room. So I got Glade candles and I've got Febreze. I love the smells of these. So that's my stockpile right there. And I'm a crocheter, so that's one of the blankets I'm currently working on. It's just a scrap blanket. And I put all my yarn and stuff in bins underneath the table because there's no place to really store it. On the other side over here, as I'm walking towards the bathroom, there's more bags and stuff of and bins of yarn, but that little circular light and stuff back there is for our videos for TikTok. And this is how we cook, or I cook anyways. I got an electric skillet, cook a lot of fried chicken in there. I got my toaster oven, and of course the crock pot. And
Man, that seems like that might be a bit of a fire hazard there with all that crock pot and skillet and toaster oven. But I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do. I mean, I guess, definitely cheaper than probably, eating out every day, and it's probably healthier too.
I went over to Dollar General and I purchased 4 of these cube stands, and I ended up making, our own little pantry. So today I'm going to be making chicken and noodles. It's like a soup, but it's just basically chicken and noodles. Cook the chicken all night. And then that's our little closet area. We don't have much clothes except for the stuff that we have for work and, not very much clothes. And I did a little organization up here of my pants for the toaster oven, And that's the water I'm getting ready to boil here for my noodles, my egg noodles. And this is basically the sink in there. It's like my kitchen area. And then there's the bathroom. We did use our own towels and things. I mean, the hotel provides towels and stuff, but I like our own. But here's the whole view of the hotel. It's what we've been living in for a year or so. Saves up.
Hey, shout out to her, definitely making the best of probably, a tough situation. And I like how she tried to put the personal touches. I mean, that probably helps with the mental to make it feel like, it's your own space and not so much a hotel.
So I've been living in a hotel for like 4 months now. Not the best experience, like not as good as you would expect. So I just thought I'd share some things that I've learned and some experiences I've had while living in a hotel. Multiple hotels. I switch. But for one, something I recently experienced and learned was that the lock thing that you use, that you put your card against, the battery will die. And they have to change it. And you get locked out of your room, which is really annoying. And then you have to wait. And they have to come change it. The engineer has to come change out all the batteries, test the batteries, do all the stuff before you can get into your room. So if it flashes red, sometimes that's what it means. Which is really dumb. Like, that should already be fixed. Number 2, which I have also talked about in my TikToks, is people will come into your room. The system, not good. All hotel systems, flawed. Like, their little computer thing, not good. Yeah, I've had at least 3 people now in different hotels get a key, get the correct room number,
Oh, wow. I thought she was referring to the maintenance staff or the housekeeping coming in. She's actually referring to the hotel actually booking that room as if it's vacant. And then next thing you know, you have strangers walking in with a key that works and they just walk into your room. Yeah, that's scary.
The front desk gives it to them, says, this is your room, here's your key. They come up, I'm already in the room. They double book or something. Another thing is maids and housekeeping will just come in your room. They do not knock anymore. If they do, it's like boop, and then they open it immediately. Like, you have to have that thing on your door at all times. Even if you have the privacy, sometimes they'll do it, like during the day. And I know people that have been getting out of the shower, changing, sleeping, everything, and they just come in. So beware. Another thing I've experienced, one of my coworkers, this just happened to actually, they just checked him out of his room in the middle of the day, and they took out all of his stuff, packed up all of his stuff, took it to the front desk, and checked him out for no reason.
I don't know. it might be more to that story. That doesn't sound right. For them to come into his room, literally remove all his belongings and bring it to the front desk, that sounds like it might be a payment issue there. Because why would they want to go through all that work and hassle if you were current on your bills? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Like, something happened. Again, system's flawed. Computer system, not good. For some reason, it said his reservation was going to end Wednesday or something when it was ending Friday. And yeah, instead of like calling him or charging his card for an extra day or whatever, nope, they went in there, touched all of his stuff. Some things are missing, some things got ruined. They packed it all up and took it upon themselves to just take it out of the room and give it to somebody else. It is fun living in a hotel sometimes though too, so maybe I'll make a video about that.
She made some good points and brought up some things that you don't really have to, if you lived in an apartment, you wouldn't have to deal with.
Okay, right here on Main Street, literally a block off from the Plaza, Main and Bridger, you have the Bridger Inn Hotel. Sometimes they have these, you can rent a weekly rate for $500 a week or a nightly rate for like $120. It's just a regular motel room. But they do have long terms. But again, it's a motel room. You don't even have a stove or anything. So for $500 a week, that's way too much. Let's see what it is now. Hey, I was just curious. Do you guys have weekly rates available?
We have weekly rates, but because of Labor Day weekend, not now.
But like on Tuesday,
Yes.
what is it, 500?
Yes, $497.
Is it cheaper if you pay by the month?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so $497 a week to live at this place. You have literally a regular motel room. I just cannot believe these prices. Like, anyone who's probably living at a place like this, like, you're probably living here because, like, you can't afford first and last month's rent, and they're gonna get you for $500 a month. Come on, Vegas, do better than that, man. You shouldn't have to live in a place like this for $2,000 a month.
Yep. Sadly, they know that you're desperate, your back is against the wall, and they exploit that, sadly.
I don't give a fuck if I complain a lot. This is literally my platform. With that being said, I literally don't want to be here. Life is not fun. I'm not having fun at all. And I decided to lay down like a fucking hot and ready Little Caesars pizza and have 2 fucking kids. So
Yeah, that'll make life not fun. 2 kids, especially if she's not getting any type of support from the father or fathers, that'll make life miserable.
I literally can't do nothing to myself. I have kids. With that being said, housing is the most depressing thing to deal with as a young adult. And if one more of my white friends that I grew up with ask me why my parents can't co-sign, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. We live 2 different lives. My parents cannot co-sign on a loan for a penny. With that being said, all the affordable apartments are fucking waitlisted, and all the unaffordable apartments are move-in ready. Of course, y'all have 147 units ready because y'all are $1,800 for a 2 fucking bedroom. Nobody's moving into that shit, dude. So I drove all the way to fucking Villa Rica because I'm willing to humble myself to go as far as I can to get a cheap apartment. And to my knowledge, even though 2 people I know just fucking moved in, to my fucking knowledge, it's a wait list of 300 fucking people on it. You want to know why it's a wait list of 300 people on it?
Let me guess. It's super cheap, that's why.
Because these are 2 bedrooms, updated appliances, utilities included for $900 fucking dollars. Nobody's moving out. Then the leasing agent was like, lease renewals are coming up for all the people that moved in last year in November. Somebody might move out and there's still 300 people in front of me. You gonna skip all 300 people and come to my fucking application? Fuck it. No, I hate being discouraged. No, I don't even want the fucking application. And then I go tour these new apartments in Lithia Springs and they're $1,800 plus $100 for the utility package. So $1,900. That's not including rent. It's not including electricity. That's not including school's tuition. That's not including my car note. And my car note, my car insurance by itself is $1,000.
A lot going on here, but I mean, sadly, this really all comes down to poor decision making. Number one, why does she have a car note and insurance that's $1,000? That's insane. You got it having children unplanned for, and not having a partner or spouse that can help contribute to the bills. You put yourself in a tough position like this.
Are my family. I don't want them to be homeless. I don't want them to go hungry.
Dee is one of the kindest people I've ever met in my whole life. What she did for me is really an amazing thing.
Meet Denise Lytle Callahan, or Dee as she's known to people around here.
There you go.
Now on the surface, there's nothing out of the ordinary at her hotel, the Anchor Inn. But this place is unique. Because for Denise, it's not all about profit. She runs her hotel to help people.
Some of my tenants definitely would be homeless if it wasn't for the Anchor. There is zero housing for them that they can afford. So I could charge $100 a night for the apartments and get $3,000 a month for the apartments. I'm not going to do that. If I can help people, I'm going to.
Instead of renting your rooms to tourists at a premium, she let local people, like Bill Lanktree, who otherwise couldn't find a place, move in.
If it hadn't been for Denise, I'd probably be living in a tent on the street. I don't know what I'd do without Denise right now.
Some people think this is crazy, like that I'm doing this. I'm not going to be remembered as leaving here a rich person, but I'll be remembered as helping these people, I hope.
Shout out to Denise. You need more people in the world like her. Sometimes people get down on their luck and just need a helping hand out. Like I said, again, she's chosen to be a humanitarian over the profits. Like I said, she could be renting these units out for over $100 a night, but she's renting them out to people at a much more affordable rate, so they won't have to be homeless and living on the street. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Have rent prices gotten so high? Have you ever thought about or had to live in a hotel or some type of extended stay? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.